Jesus.
All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Betamax. My name is Fidel. Joining me, as always, is Eddie and Brady. What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's up, fellas?
what are we talking about?
You okay?
Yeah,
Talking
what?
about this here.
You almost died right now, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about. My voice is so fucked up, dude.
What happened?
I choked.
How?
I could have died, dude. None of you even came to rescue me.
Because I don't care.
Dude, I got the giggles. I don't know. I'm tired.
Well, what happened? Like, you drank wrong, or what happened?
Every detail, dude.
Yeah, tell me everything.
Fuck, dude.
What are we talking about, dude? I want to talk about myself.
Is this you choking on your drink?
Is that a trauma response? Or?
I was abused by my cat.
I just did voice effects on both of your guys' microphones.
Oh, really?
So,
Dude. All right, stop. Be serious.
I'm trying.
All right.
I have a question for you guys.
Oh, shit. What's up?
We in trouble.
What is your guys' opinion on method acting?
I don't know. I think it's kind of silly.
Yeah?
It's like you have like method actors like what's the guy from Morbius?
Jared
Leto, but then you also have method actors like Daniel Day-Lewis,
Christian
Christian Bale, Heath Ledger. But so I don't know. I think it just depends on who does it.
I forgot. Well, what do you think about it, Brady?
Mm,
Do you have an opinion on it, or?
I mean, I feel like as long as you're not getting abusive with your coworkers
Yeah.
or your crew, your director, you're good, you know? Yeah. Because it's like if you're playing like a bully and you have to get into the bully mind state, it's like,
Yeah.
don't bully everyone around you thinking that that's okay. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'm like, because I have heard some like actors, they get all too into it and then they make people uncomfortable, and it's just like,
Jared Leto.
yeah, you're kind of going a little too far.
Yeah.
And then you watch the movie and it's like, really? You did method acting for this? Like,
Yeah.
that was terrible.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I bring it up because I don't remember who said it. It was an actor. They said they feel that method acting is dumb because basically what he says is like, what we're doing is acting. Like, why do you have to turn into this person, like, and be this person outside of the camera?
That's why I consider Jared Leto one of the worst actors out there. Because he does a lot of things that I'm surprised nobody calls him out on as an actor, not as like a person. I mean, I'm sure he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, but as far as like the art that he's making with his acting style, I think he's the worst. I think he's the worst person to ever act. Like, I consider him one of the most terrible actors I've ever like known. Like, the only thing that I'm like, oh, this was tight was Blade Runner 2049. But I consider him a very bad actor because I say it's cheating what he does. Like, it's not acting. He's cheating. Like, he's like finding ways to not act.
Yeah.
To just kind of bypass the form of actually getting into character, and you know what I mean? Because with Blade Runner 2049, like, he put contact lenses on so he couldn't see. And it's like, that's not acting.
Yeah.
You know? And he got cast as a blind guy, and it's like, that's not acting. You're just blind now. Now you're just...
He used a crutch.
Now you're just being annoying, you know? And, yeah, because, yeah, I just consider it to be very annoying and cheating when it gets how he does it. Because it's like, I don't. And then the Blade Runner 2049, like, he wasn't even the standout in it.
Yeah.
Like, Ryan Gosling's performance, like, took over everyone's.
I feel like even Batista was more of a standout than him.
Yeah. Like, see, like that. It's like, really, Dave? You did method acting for that and you still sucked? Like, you know what I mean?
I feel the exact same way. Like, I agree with you. And I feel like another actor that does that is Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he is a shit actor, dude.
Yeah.
I can't stand him in movies.
Really? I don't think he's a bad actor.
I think so.
Sorry.
I think he is like a tryhard, and
I can see that.
Yeah,
even like
like-
the Revenant. Even though I like that movie, like Birdie had mentioned, like him with the Jared Leto with the contacts. Like,
Yeah.
in this movie, he's like a vegan. Like he's a vegan in real life, but in the movie, he's like, I guess he ate raw meat for a scene, and I'm just like, you didn't have to. Like,
Oh, like he really did it.
yeah, like he really bit into it. I'm like, okay, like, like it just seems
Yeah, like things like that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, why? That's not acting. You're just-
Compromising your morals, your
you're
beliefs.
cheating.
Yeah.
Like you're like it's like me being like I'm directing a scene between you and Eddie. I'm like, all right, Fidel, you have to punch Eddie in the face. Eddie, I need you to really sell it because, we can't lose footage on this. And then you guys keep doing it, and then Eddie's like, can you just punch me in the face for real? Like, I'm gonna get pissed at Eddie if he tells me that. Like, I'm gonna be like, dude, seriously? Like, what am I paying you for? You can't. I'm not gonna have this guy physically hurt you just so you can cheat. Like, come on, show me what you got.
Yeah,
You know?
I'll hire a stunt double.
A son double?
A stunt double. You want to be my stunt double?
So I'm gonna punch myself in the face?
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
done.
be you.
I'm done. No, yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, I was just curious because I thought it was an interesting.
It is
take.
an interesting
Yeah.
like topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it comes off really pretentious too from like actors. Like, oh,
It does, yeah.
like I think the only person that I admire that gets away with it pretty good, because he does it in the most correct way, is Danny Day-Lewis.
Yeah, Danny
he does it in the
Day-Lewis.
most correct way. Like he does it in a way where he doesn't disturb anyone. He doesn't like compromise himself as an artist. He's not over here like I have to break my arm or like he's done that before where he's like, oh, this person has this kind of mannerism, I'll just train my body to do it. And like an actor like Jared Leto, he'd be like, oh, I should break my arm, and he'll really break his arm, and it'll be like, that's not acting, dude.
Or like Shia LaBeouf.
I was just gonna bring that up.
Like he gave himself a scar for Fury.
And he
Oh,
got a
okay.
tooth removed too.
Yeah, and then for that movie that
The
sucked.
like tax collector.
Yeah, he got
tattoo.
the tattoos. I'm
yeah,
just like,
it's like, why, dude? Like, I mean, you're not hood. Don't get a hood chest tattoo. Like, you're not hood.
Yeah.
Just act like a hood, homie. Like, it's okay. We're paying you to do it.
Yeah.
well, yeah, and then like in this case, like it's like, what's the difference between getting like a real tattoo and for the movie,
Yeah.
and getting like a fake one? Like,
Yeah, and that movie is terrible.
I haven't seen it.
It's terrible. Like,
Yeah.
the only good thing about that movie is Shia LaBeouf,
Yeah.
and he's in it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I read. That he's like not even a big part of it.
Yeah, he's not. And the main character, dude, he's like unbearably, like, he's unbearable, man. Like his acting is terrible. Like he's supposed to come off as this like machismo, like, what's up, I'm the boss,
Yeah.
But he comes off like how do I describe it? Like those high school kids that tried acting tough, but they had like big backpacks and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he came off like that. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah.
Damn. That's what's up.
Yeah, like the Fury was good though. Fury, I consider Fury one of the best like war movies out there.
I like that movie a lot.
That movie's a really, really good
Yeah, I
movie.
like that one a lot.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, method acting is just, it's cheating, it's whack, it's pretentious. Like, if you're a good actor, be a good fucking actor, dude. Like,
Yeah.
be a good actor. Like, follow the teachings of fucking, what's his name? Godfather. Was
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando. I like that famous thing that people always say about him, about how when he first started acting, he was in acting classes, and then he was in an acting class with a group of people, and the acting teacher was like, all right, you guys are chickens, now act like there's a bomb raid coming. And everyone starts acting like a crazy chicken, and they start running around, and then he noticed that Marlon Brando's just looking around like nothing's happening. And then the teacher comes up to Marlon Brando and was like, how come you weren't acting like there was a bomb raid coming? You were a chicken, He's like, I'm a chicken. I have no idea what a bomb raid is. Like, it's just noise to me,
Did you
Yeah.
ever see Julius Caesar? No, that movie's so good.
Is that Brando?
Yeah, dude, in his prime, like he's
Yeah.
young, chiseled. He's fucking amazing in that movie.
Didn't he eventually get difficult to work with though? Like,
Yeah, he became a piece of shit at the end, dude.
the stories like of Apocalypse Now.
Because he had a lot of personal.
Yeah.
Like, he had so many personal things going on. Like he was basically just depressed.
Yeah.
And it's like you're famous and you're making millions, and unfortunately, when you make millions, like that's another thing too that people don't realize is like when you're an actor and you're making millions, like you're also losing millions because like the government's taxing the shit out of you.
Yeah.
For every 50 million you make, they take like 30 million, dude.
Yeah.
And they just keep taxing your ass. So it's like Marlon Brando being Marlon Brando. He's like, oh, I have to keep working because I have property taxes. I have taxes on my businesses. Like, I guess I'll shoot in. You know, I'll make the island of Dr. Moreau.
Fuck.
Yeah, you see that?
No, but I've heard.
Yeah. I want to watch it just because of all the controversy. Yeah.
Hey, have you seen the 2 Godzilla movie trailers that are coming out?
The -1, right? Or Godzilla.
-1,
yeah.
and then
It's like the Apple TV Plus one,
the one that's connected to the.
like Kong Skull Island and Godzilla.
Oh no, I didn't even know there was a trailer for that.
So there's
Yeah.
2.
There's 2 of them.
So every time like America releases one, the Japanese release another one. Like to
Oh, that's
answer to that.
crazy.
Yeah, and I think they both look good. I think the Toho one looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Fidel
yeah.
said the American one looks whatever.
Oh, it's an actual Godzilla movie. It has to do with the Godzilla universe that's going on. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't even hear about that.
I didn't either until I saw the trailer.
Oh,
But it has Kurt Russell in it.
oh really?
And his son Wyatt.
He's Godzilla.
Yeah. And his son plays King Kong.
Oh, like Kurt Russell and his son, are they like the human characters now?
They're like the human, yeah.
No.
But in the trailer, they don't really share screen time, so I don't know. It almost seems like Wyatt Russell is supposed maybe playing like a younger version of Kurt Russell's character. Because I didn't see them share screen time in the trailer.
No.
But yeah, it's like an Apple TV Plus movie, but it's going to be in theaters. Kind of like what's going on with Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, okay.
I think on like that scale, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like we watched the trailers and I was just like, this one looks like, looks like whatever to me. Like Godzilla looks tight.
The -1?
The American one.
Oh, okay.
And then we watched the -1 trailer. That one looks fucking sick.
I saw like a clip on TikTok, and there was a guy talking about it. He was like, I have a feeling this is going to be a super like horror inspired Godzilla movie.
It looks sick, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that's all Shin Godzilla was, because the Japanese felt like the 2014 one. Like, they made him fat and slow and like
That's what's up.
a good guy. And
Yeah.
they're like, no, like Godzilla is not a good guy. And so they made Shin Godzilla as a response to that. And dude, that movie, till
I still
this
haven't
day,
seen
it's
it.
like my favorite Godzilla movie. Like, he fucks the city up, dude.
Fucks the city, dude?
Up.
Oh, my bad.
Upwards.
Dude, he just like Birdie had mentioned, like the original one is like a metaphor for war and blah blah blah. Like that's what Shin Godzilla was, and like it's just like I think it was a response to like COVID too,
Okay.
like all that stuff. But because it like the whole movie, it's like it's a lot of people in meetings talking, government, things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of that, and then throughout you get like little bursts of Godzilla, because like you even get to see Godzilla like mutate into his like final form, and so like it starts out like this like weird like larva creature,
Yeah.
and it's kind of funny looking, but
So
yeah.
derpy looking.
Yeah, but it's like it's cool because it's like a legit Godzilla, like someone's in a costume, like, but it's not like it sounds funny, but it's not like how it was like, you know, in the 60s where it's just like,
Yeah.
like super obvious that it's like a a guy in a rubber suit and stuff, but
Just destroying models and shit.
yeah, but this one, dude, it's so good. There's a scene where like it just blew my mind, dude. I got goosebumps watching that scene. But yeah, and the new one looks like that too. He's like fucking stepping on people, like he's destroying
Yeah.
the city. So people are like, a lot of people are gonna die in this movie. It looks awesome, but it got me thinking. All right, so Fidel's like, yeah, it looks whatever. The American one, and I was like, no, dude, that looks tight.
The American one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I come to the conclusion that that's like my Fast and the Furious.
Wait, so you liked the
I
Kong
love,
versus Godzilla,
dude.
the American most recent
Yeah.
one? You liked it?
And I know they're garbage.
Yeah. Okay,
but-
that's interesting. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
dude,
Yeah.
I finally found something, dude.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everyone's like,
Oh.
oh, you like everything. I mean, you hate everything. I'm like, no.
Godzilla.
Wow.
Godzilla's his thing.
Yeah, okay.
I like
That's
kaiju
it.
movies, dude. Yeah, I just like big monsters fighting. It's cool.
What about Pacific Rim 2?
No, I did not like that movie.
That was terrible.
I haven't seen
That
that.
was terrible.
I think if I would have watched it, like if it was its own thing, I would have been like, oh, you know. But because I hold the original, the first one, up to like such a high standard, like the second one was
That
just so
first one's fucking
disappointing.
bomb, dude.
That
Because the
first one's
first one,
sick.
like, dude, they felt like real robots fighting. Like
They're all slow.
yeah, they're slow, and so like when they finally do land a punch, like you feel it. And in this one, and the second one, they just turned it into like a Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're all fucking like flying and doing
Yeah, it's
backflips
so
and fucking moving all
fast-paced.
fast and shit. Like
Yeah, so I
there's like
didn't
no
really
problem
like
to
that.
pilot them. It's like
Mhm. And that's one thing I do like about the American Godzilla movies. That like Godzilla's pretty slow,
Yeah.
and like especially in the 2014 one, dude. I till this day, dude, that's up there too. And I love that they made him so giant, and they made him like this slow creature that's just, you know, it's one of those things, dude. You know, it's like Jaws. Like you don't see him until the very end, but when you finally do, and he like goes crazy, like it's that cum shot that you've had built up for like a week.
Yeah.
that's like
so-
my favorite Godzilla movie. That
2014?
Yeah, like Gareth Edwards one.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like, dude, you fucking caught like lightning in a bottle with that movie.
When
dude.
when he opens up the creature's like jaw and just like
Yeah.
spits that fire
Yeah.
breath in his mouth. Oh,
Dude, being able to watch it in the theater, I was like, fuck, this
Yeah.
is fucking tight. This is so sick.
it's still one of the best theater experiences ever,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, that shit was tight.
Don't bring a baby to see a movie.
Everybody will fucking jump your ass.
No,
we were in
but-
the hood, that's why, dude. Nobody gave a fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Eddie had the idea of watching all the Godzillas.
Oh,
not
wait, which
all of
ones
them.
though? Because there's like
No,
30.
More,
Yeah,
more,
and not the
more
red
along
ones.
the lines of like the first of its universe, I guess you could say. So like,
Are we talking about
The original?
so the very first one, the
the
original,
50s one?
yeah, that
Oh,
one, just
okay.
that one. Then
The Gojira.
and then Shin Godzilla, the Gareth Edwards Godzilla, and then like the two new ones that are coming out,
Okay.
and the '97 one with Matthew Broderick.
Man, you know what, dude? I'll admit I was a big fan of that.
That's what we were
shit.
talking about.
Yeah,
That's what
dude,
we were
I was
talking
like, I was like 8 or 9, and my
Yeah.
mom got me the Godzilla toy, and I used to watch the animated series. You remember that shit?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, dude, I used to watch. Dude, the animated series was way better than the movie.
I forgot about
Yeah,
the
I
animated
don't know if I
Yeah,
ever
series.
saw the.
It had way more kaiju's in it.
Didn't it come on like around the same time as like the Jackie Chan show, the animated
Yeah,
one?
it was around that era of
Yeah.
like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah,
but
I
it was
remember
fucking
that.
sick, dude. It was
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
sick.
But it's like those are the only movies I can think of where I could like sit down and just like shut my brain off.
Huh.
Like, there it
That's
is,
so
dude.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess we found
it's like
your.
it's all
your-
spectacle. Yeah,
we found your dumb switch, dude.
yeah.
Do you have one, or you haven't found it yet?
I don't think I found it yet. No.
Yeah, because mine is definitely Fast and the Furious. Yeah.
You like Marvel movies too?
Nah, dude, the recent Marvel shit. So
I'll admit that like when Marvel was first starting, I was going to the theaters to watch them.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, me too.
Like I watched Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 in theaters. I watched The Winter Soldier in theaters.
Yeah. I saw Iron Man 1 and that's it.
I saw Avengers in theaters.
no, dude, I was like the opening weekend. Like I had to go see it. That was me.
At,
yeah.
at that point, I was already like,
I was also dating a girl who just really enjoyed like movie dates. So like Marvel was always taking over the theater. So
Yeah.
we were always just watching like Marvel movies. I even watched fucking Hulk, the Eric Bana one in theaters.
Really?
Yeah, my dad took me.
I've grown to appreciate that one more.
Yeah,
Like in recent
that
years.
one's tight, dude.
Yeah.
I especially really like that one because I remember my dad took me and he bought me the DVD when it came out, and he also bought me the PS2 game that was like a tie-in.
wasn't it like a free roaming?
Yeah,
kinda?
like you could destroy shit,
Yeah.
go on missions. Like
I kind of want to
pretty tight.
rewatch that one because I haven't seen it in so long.
It's tight.
There's a director, Ang Lee, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tight. I like it. I never saw the Edward Norton one.
That one was cool.
which I guess that's the one that's actually part of the Marvel.
yeah, that
universe.
one's part of it. Yeah.
But
I hate Marvel, dude.
but yeah, I remember
connected.
after Infinity War, I just never went. I think I went with you like a few times. We went to go see Miss Mar or what was it called? Captain Marvel.
Ew.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we went to go
was
see
bad.
that one. And I remember me and you were fucking like we were upset, dude. Like
Yeah.
we were like, man, then we fucking suck, dude.
You know, to me, the best thing about like all these like comic book movies coming out are like the YouTubers that just rip it apart. Like, oh, I love that. Where they just tear it apart, like just making fun of the actors, making fun of
Yeah.
anyone that's part of it. Like to me, that's like I'll sit down like with a bag of popcorn and just enjoy that.
Yeah. To me,
tight.
the actors right now that are still part of that Marvel thing, like, I just consider them like worker actors. You know, like
They're worker bees.
yeah, like they don't take the art serious.
They
you know, they're-
dusty.
Huh?
They're dusty.
Dusty. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're just in it to get money. Like you can tell. Like,
you know what's crazy? Has, to your guys' knowledge, I don't know if you guys even follow stuff like this, but has any superhero movie won like an award, like an Academy Award?
Black
just the
Panther, no?
Dark Knight. The Dark Knight got an Oscar.
Like it was just Heath Ledger just
Yeah,
won
it was
though,
just
right?
Heath
There
Ledger.
was a
And I
re-
think it got nominated for the writing too, but it didn't win.
But since then, like, has there Black Panther won? What did Black Panther
Didn't
win?
they win like a ton of awards?
Yeah, Black Panther won an Oscar.
Did
yeah.
it?
Yeah, it was a big deal because a lot of people were pissed. Like a lot of people were like,
It won like best CGI out of the year, which was
I don't think it won. I think it got nominated for
No,
best
it
CGI.
won.
It won an Oscar
Yeah.
for something.
It won.
I don't know if it was for writing or directing. I know it wasn't
Not for visual
No, it
effects,
wasn't
right?
for visual effects, but I'm pretty sure it got
Because
nominated.
I do remember people being upset that it got nominated for visual effects. I don't think it won though.
I just remember, I think it won, but I remember a lot of people were pissed. I mean, because it was like, you could tell it was just like white Hollywood being like,
Oh, sorry.
yeah,
basically.
like here, you have
Yeah.
this Black Panther. And like,
Yeah.
To me, that's like the thing I can't like. I hate award shows like that for obvious reasons, but like they don't take horror movies serious.
Yeah.
So they don't even bother like even like thinking about putting them on.
And there's been some incredible performances in horror movies.
Yeah, and it's just like they'll throw it any Marvel movie, any comic book movie in there, but it's just horror.
Yeah.
No, that's not a real genre. It's like, dude, they will run laps around any comic book movie. Ever.
yeah.
I do feel like this. I feel like this year, it kind of feels like the nail in the coffin.
For-
No, well, not in the coffin, but
For
for superhero movies.
I
Like
felt
like the
that way-
beginning of it.
I felt like that way since even before Logan, though.
Yeah, but that's a. I feel like that's a personal
Now
thing to you.
it's starting to reflect on the people making it. Like it's starting to reflect on their pocket.
I feel like it's a lot more mass, like noticeable now.
Yeah, a lot of people, like if you start paying attention to what a lot of people are saying, a lot of people are turning their backs on that shit.
Yeah.
now. Like Star Wars.
Like I feel like it's like starting to happen
yeah,
like
a lot
more
of-
and more
a lot-
now.
A lot of people are starting to be like, man, this shit sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this shit no
Yeah,
more.
but I kind of hope it doesn't, because then those people are gonna bleed into other genres, and I don't want that. Like I want the
Yeah, that's why-
dweebs to keep focusing on
Yeah.
that comic book stuff, and let these real filmmakers make movies for like the real people that really appreciate that stuff. Like, because those people aren't gonna dig. They're not gonna dig to find other stuff, dude. Like, I can tell you right now, like if you love like Captain Marvel and things like that, like you're an idiot, dude. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, like.
Damn, harsh words.
Would you?
I agree. That's why like I stopped going to see them and stopped paying for those movies because I just realized
I
like,
won't even
like,
stream it, dude. Like I won't.
Like
The-
I just realized like
The
man,
last like comic book movie that I got dragged to was Batman versus Superman.
Yikes.
That shit, I was bored out of my mind, dude. There was a point where like there was like a lot of young people there, like somebody was gonna fight, and I was just hoping that they would, just so like I can like be entertained for a little bit. But like I remember coming out of that theater being like, dude, I'm never gonna put myself through this again. Like this was like, it was bad, dude. That movie sucked.
I think Zack Snyder just owned that movie too. Like even Heatman's like that movie's terrible. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
And that was like before like the fatigue of like like it wasn't even there yet. But
Yeah, that movie was supposed to be like a monument of comic book movies, and it just ended up being like
Yeah.
shit.
It was definitely like expectations were high for
yeah,
that
like
one.
how long have people been like Batman vs Superman since the 90s, dude?
Yeah, because the Dark Knight Returns comic book, the Frank Miller book,
Yeah.
like is one of the most popular, most famous comic books like out there. Such a beloved story,
Yeah.
and like there's like an animated movie of it, and it's tight. So like the like idea of it coming to life like that,
Dude,
I my expectations were high for it, and I was severely disappointed.
Yeah, everybody's
There was like a lot of cool visuals. Like there was a scene like it was like a callback to the cover with like Batman on the building. You see lightning strike.
right.
That was cool to see, you know.
Yeah.
But
But it's like, what happened to the story?
yeah,
You know?
I think like the potential is always going to be there. I think where they go wrong, a lot of times it's just hiring the wrong director, and then having to always focus on what comes after.
yeah.
They never focus on, let's make a really, really good movie without thinking of like, oh, what about the sequel? Like, what's going to happen after that? Like, and that's why I
Well,
think
that's actually not the director's fault. Like, that's the studio being like, you guys need to build up a universe. You guys need to build up a
But
sequel.
that's the thing. It's like, why are you going to sign on to that? Why not
Yeah.
just bail?
Oh, well, I mean,
Money, dude.
it's well
Well,
because
then you're an
Yeah.
idiot. You're not a real director then.
because the reason like some of these guys do it is because they get hit with deals where it's like it's like me, like I would love to make, like I would love to see like a really good Spawn movie.
Yeah.
And if I was like a well-known director and I was like, man, look at this script I got, like this Spawn movie, look who I got to agree to play Spawn. And then I need like at least 80 million bucks. I don't have that. I have to go to the studio to make my Spawn movie, but the studio's gonna be like, okay, we'll give you the 80 million you need,
But
but
yeah.
we need you to make 3 more and a spin-off.
Or not even that. Sometimes like we'll let you do this, but you have to do this for us.
And you can have
first.
creative control
Yeah.
with your first movie, but
And then sometimes when that happens and they do this other thing,
Yeah.
it's so reviled.
Yeah.
And people kind of turn their back on that director and like don't even care that they're like, oh, they were gonna make this now.
because that's what happens. It's like these people get so passionate about these like IPs and
So-
you know, and then
That's what happened to Ryan Johnson, homie.
Hey, so, okay, here's my question: Why do you guys feel so bad for those directors?
Well, I'm not saying I feel
they're
bad.
good. They're actually good directors. Like
But they accepted
like
this
I
project.
consider Zack Snyder a really good director, but he wanted to make his Batman movie. Like he wanted to make his Superman movie, but the studio was like, "We're gonna let you do this, but you have to sign this piece of paper saying that you're gonna make us 4 more movies, dude."
Why do you sign it?
Because he wanted to make this one good one. So
And what
it's like-
happened?
It's either like I can either make this one good one that I've been dreaming about making since I was in my 20s.
But to me, that's not a real director because you're signing that paper. It means that you're gonna put this piece of your personal like project. Like you're gonna have to. Someone's gonna eventually add to that painting. And it's like, why do you want someone to add to that?
Yeah.
So it's
Maybe,
like, just don't sign it.
maybe in his mind it's just like this is a sacrifice that I'm
Yeah.
willing to take at the time to be able to do what I want to
Yeah,
do.
because at least I can look back on that first movie I made and be like, man, that shit was tight. But unfortunately, everything else after that, I'm like, sorry guys, but the studio really wants me to make them their movie. You know?
It's business, homie.
Yeah, it's all
It's a business. It's not
That-
real directors, dude.
yeah. But I consider these directors still like, but I also that comes into question into like why do directors like Sam Raimi dip in it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's like he did the sequel for Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah, he did.
And now he's being eyed for like further movies, and he's not even contracted for that shit.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking digging in it. So it's like, what do you need money, dude? Like,
Yeah,
I
maybe.
got a couple books you have, you know.
I think a lot of them just have a lot of ambition when they're young and they lose that. And we talked about that before, like why like directors become stale.
Get comfortable.
And, yeah, and it's just like, and then eventually, like you said, like the more money they get, the more money hungry they get, and they just kind of lose their integrity.
Because I think one of the few directors that I can say that has been making movies since he was like in his 20s, and he's been making hits since he was young, and he's still making movies to this day, and they're still pretty good. But he's like on his own, like he's making like original movies, and he's adapting like other shit too. But he's like he's actually a director that I really look up to, Steven Spielberg.
Okay.
Because he's fucking Hollywood, dude. Like, it's like, when you think of Hollywood, like, Steven Spielberg, You know,
He's done every genre of film.
yeah. He's like one of the few people that were like, dude, you look up his IMDb and he has like 100 directed films, but I don't think he's gone down in quality much. I mean, it definitely has gone down, but not drastically to the point where people are like,
What happened to you?
Steven Spielberg is a hack, you know?
Kevin Smith style.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that guy doesn't even have like 10 movies to his you know what I mean? Like, so it's like you have to, because dude, when like look up Steven Spielberg interviews, like dude, he loves movies, he loves film, like he loves that shit. He's so in love with that shit, dude, and he still is to this day. And that's why like I consider him one of like the best directors out there. And he's still going to this day, and like he's even said like I'll probably stop when like my body's just like I can't even get out of bed. Like that's when I'll stop. But
Do you like Robert Rodriguez?
Kind of. I've only seen a handful of his films, like Planet Terror.
Because I feel like he's a director with like that would share like beliefs and morals when it comes to directing as you.
'Cause he's definitely a director. It seems like he does what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And I think he's done enough stuff to where like anyone that budgets his films like knows that it's gonna be his film.
Yeah.
So it's like they kind of know what he's getting into.
Well, I mean, he has his own production company now.
Yeah, see?
So
Like-
the Troublemaker Studios, you know.
to me, he's one of the best. Like, and he's still considered an indie filmmaker.
Yeah.
Like he's like one of the best out there. I mean, some of his movies do suck. Like Spy Kids 3D. Like, the fuck was that about? You know, I think he did the other one. It was like
The Shark Boy Lava Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
He
was
made
like,
those movies?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, those are.
But
Is it
it's like
bad?
when you look into why he made it, it's like you understand, because it's like he wanted his kids to watch something that he made. You know, because I mean, you can't have an 8-year-old watch fucking Planet Terror. You know? That's kind of fucked up.
And that speaks to what you said. He makes what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say like as bad as those films are, like I would if it was like I had to choose something like bad that I made between like Avengers or like Spy Kids, I would want to be known for the Spy Kids.
yeah.
That's more
Spy
like
Kids
a
is
what
tight,
the
though.
fuck,
Like those
dude?
first 2 movies are fucking sick.
I only
dude.
remember the first one.
The
I don't
first,
think
the
I've seen
first
the
2 were
second one.
fucking sick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
'Cause
I still like them too.
I feel like they don't take themselves serious enough to like where like even now if I was to watch them like I'd be like this is so fucking dumb, but I could like laugh about it. It'll give me
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
nice positive reaction.
Yeah.
Whereas like if I just watch Avengers, I'm just like I want to shoot myself in the head.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Well, yeah, because like he's not even part of the Directors Guild because of Sin City. So
He's actually like against those guys.
yeah, because when he was making Sin City, he wanted to give directing credit to Frank Miller, like the author of the graphic novel. But they're like, no, like he has to be part of the Directors Guild. Like if you give him credit, you can't be a part of it anymore. So he's like, all right, fuck you. So he quit.
Oh, that's sick.
And he's like spoken out about them. He's like, all they do is take your money.
Yeah.
They take your credibility. They take your creativeness. Like, don't join them. Like, don't join them.
Yeah,
That's why,
nuts.
like, the whole striking thing, it's like I said last time we talked about it, it's like, it's just rich people being like, I'm not going to be richer than I'm rich right now. I'm so sad, you know?
Dude, speaking of that, dude, like I've been seeing ever since we had the AI episode.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of like AI generated art on Instagram, and it's so amazing. Dude, no, it literally. And I'm not even like exaggerating. It blows my mind how freaking awesome it is, and it's stuff that like man, it took a computer to come up with this because human brains can't like think of this shit. It's so good, dude.
I mean, it still requires somebody to type in like do
Yeah, because
this.
all that art
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
for the videos, that the AI is feeding off of that. It's not coming up with that on its own.
Yeah.
No, I get that, but it's like the images that it comes
Yeah.
up with are just so good, dude. And I even started following so many like AI pages because of it.
Have,
I'm
you,
like,
have you
dude,
tried fucking around with it?
No.
I
There's
guess,
a
yeah, it's like
couple-
a program you can fuck with, huh?
There's like a couple of websites that are free. Like it lets you do.
Oh, I did mess with like little stuff here and there, but it's like whatever programs they're using, it's not like for sure it's not the free ones because these are like complicated, like beautiful ones. Like, but yeah, they're just pages dedicated. So like it is somebody typing in, you know, whatever they want to see. But it's,
The image that's curated
it's so
is- yeah.
good, dude. It's so good, and like I would like it's to the point where like I want to see a movie generated by AI.
just
Like
to see.
just the first movie that's just completely AI generated.
That's funny that you say that because I recently found out about an interview that Guillermo del Toro did, where someone brought that up to him, because someone brought that up to him, like, how do you feel about AI? And he's like, I don't mind it. I think if people want to make movies like that, that's fine. Like, I think I would. I think he even said, like, I would watch it, but I wouldn't mind watching
Because
something
I
that was
think
made like that.
the real directors, real filmmakers are always going to be DIY, doing everything themselves, making stuff they want to see.
Yeah.
So I think eventually the people that are going to be using AI are going to be like the big Hollywood people.
Yeah.
And I think that's great because like 90% of the stuff they pump out is garbage. So it's like, why not let a computer do it for them? That's going to at least make something cool, maybe something original, you know? But who knows? Like, I'd rather have them use AI to come up with better ideas than what they've been coming up with. Because the indie filmmakers are always going to be there, like the real ones. And like, that's not going to go anywhere. So I'm all for it, dude.
You heard it here first. Eddie's for Skynet.
When the robots come, he
I'm
will.
coming.
He will. He will survive.
Damn.
Fucking robot bootlicker.
For real, dude?
Damn. AI lives matter?
I got the bumper sticker, dude.
The Pampers? Damn, we got pretty deep into that one. I didn't think it was going to get that deep into me asking about
Have you
method
seen
acting.
Red?
Which one?
Red.
Red?
Robert Rodriguez is Red.
Is that the one with Bruce Willis and Morgan Freeman?
No.
No, I don't know what you're talking about then.
It's I think it's the latest indie film he made. But it's like based on how he came up with the money for his first movie, which was
El Mariachi?
El Mariachi, because he sold his body to like a hospital and
Oh, yeah, I remember reading about that.
yeah, and that's still like a deal that he
Yeah.
has to like
Yeah.
when he dies, like they have to ship his body out to Mexico.
Yeah.
But it's called Red or Red 16 or something like that. But it's like based on that, like how they treated him in the hospital. But it's super far fetched because it's like there's fucking people with psychic powers in there.
That's what's up.
But it's tight. But when you watch it, it's like you feel like you're watching an indie made movie.
Yeah.
Because everything looks so low budget. Like you could tell sets were like reused and some of the visual effects. It was like, what'd you use? Fucking Photoshop? That was weird, you know?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But it's cool. You should watch it. I think it's on Prime. I'm not sure.
I'll
But
check it out.
I watched it.
I mean, I was like on the documentary kick today. Like in the morning, I watched 2 wrestling documentaries.
Oh, yeah. You were telling me.
Yeah.
What were those about?
Well, I mean, one of them was about Kurt Angle, and it was like a lot of stuff that I had known about him because I mean, I was like a diehard wrestling fan.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and about how
I
like
just think it's weird when people make documentaries on people that are still around.
that is a little strange. I understand in this case though because his life is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Just because like becoming an Olympic gold medalist and then like going into like professional wrestling and
So
all that
was
shit.
real.
Yeah.
Like those medals around his neck were real.
The ones on TV weren't real, but he did actually.
How do you know?
Because they say in the documentary,
Oh.
and he shows the real ones.
With the chocolate?
He's all munching while he's wrestling.
But yeah, then he was like, there was a point where he was talking about being addicted to painkillers
Oh, shit.
because within like a 2.5 year span, he broke his neck 4 times.
Oh, fuck.
While wrestling?
How the fuck do you break your neck and survive?
They showed the clips of like the matches where, it's just like vertebrae, I guess. Like you're not gonna die. Like
Really?
yeah,
For some reason, I have it in my head that when you break your neck, you're just done.
because Hollywood, dude.
Like, it's just
It's because it's
You been
Hollywood.
watching too many Steven Seagal movies or what?
Where he's fighting sitting down or what? No, but yeah, like he was taking upwards of 65 pills a day.
Damn.
Daily?
Like, daily. Fuck you, dude. No, it was nuts, dude. It was a good documentary. Anybody like
What'd you watch it on?
it was on Peacock. Whose cock? I knew you were gonna say it, dude, because Birdie did the joke earlier.
Pete, what now?
You did what to the cock?
But yeah, and then I watched this other one on this wrestler named Cody Rhodes. That one was really good too. I mean, not as like emotional, I guess, and I wasn't as invested as like the Kurt Angle one, but it was still really good. But then we watched. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, are you looking forward to that Zac Efron movie?
Efron?
Efron? Is it Efron or
Zac
Efron?
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 Zach asshole movie or?
Is he an asshole?
What,
No, I
what's
don't
Zac Efron movie?
It's
Zac
a-
Efron. Fucking poop.
It's
Zac Efron, dude.
it's an A24 film. It's called The Iron Claw, starring Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White. It's about like this infamous wrestling family called the Von Erichs.
I was kind of wondering like why he's so buff in The Bear.
Oh, Jeremy Allen White?
Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
like, this was like really like he has big ass arms, like.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
Yeah.
But they had like I thought that was gonna play into like his character. But,
Oh no, yeah, it's because he's playing this
but
guy.
yeah, once I saw the clips, I'm like, ooh.
No,
okay.
dude, like that
Nah,
movie
he's just
is
a sexy chef, dude.
that movie's gonna be good. Like that.
It
that
looks good, dude.
That family,
Just from-
that family,
I've
their story
heard the
is
story, yeah.
fucking crazy,
Insane.
bad luck. Like it's a crazy story. So I'm
just look at the hair, dude.
Yeah. So I can't wait to fucking see that. But what did we watch a little while ago? Eddie, you wanted to mention it, no?
What?
TV.
What did we watch a little while ago before we recorded? We started recording.
Porn?
Yeah.
All right, so we watched.
We're
porn
watching
and,
some pretty gnarly porn.
What did we watch? Don't fall in love with yourself.
Don't fall in love with yourself.
Yeah.
Documentary on Justin Pearson
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
from Locust, Some Girls, Swing Kids, All Leather,
The many bands.
31G fame.
Excuse me.
His famous Jerry Springer episode.
Yeah. What'd you think of it?
It was good, man. It was cool seeing him talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of the stuff that I've heard, like stories, were from his book, and you know, but it's like it's different from actually like hearing him tell the story.
Yeah.
So that was cool, and then you get a lot of like, just people's insight on him, and like with you know their interactions with him, and then just I mean, like I said, Locust is like one of the most important bands to me, and just seeing how that was created. But yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, it was good.
People know how I feel about the Locust at this
You
point.
have a
I think.
love-hate relationship or what?
I guess you could say that. Because I mean, I don't actively listen to them, but I will see them live for sure.
I'm sure they'll play again.
Did this interview did this documentary like change your mind or make you feel like any different from them? Like,
I mean, I've always had like a respect for the band because
Yeah.
like, you know me, I'm the type of like, oh, I don't usually say a band sucks. Like,
Yeah.
obviously they're doing something right, and that's how the Locust kind of was for me.
Yeah.
It's like it's not my type of thing, but I mean, a lot of people love this shit, so obviously they're doing something.
yeah,
So I've always had that like respect for the band, and it's funny because like a couple people were mentioning in the documentary about how Justin Pearson could come off like as an asshole or unapproachable, and I kind of always had that impression of him. I mean, I've never met the guy. I don't know the
No.
guy at all. Like, but after seeing this, I was like, damn, like he does seem like a humble guy, just hyper focused on whatever he has going on, like very work oriented. Like he's a fucking workhorse, dude.
yeah.
Like very hardworking person. Like, so yeah, I still didn't really change my opinion on the Locust. So
Yeah, I've met him a few times at shows, and he was always like, I never got that like cool guy vibe off of
Yeah.
him, like, but he was always chill, dude. Like, I remember one time Retox I think played at the Unit B.
Mhm.
Unit B, right? That was like the skate.
Santa Ana.
Well, they had like the little skate thing next to it.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was
The
in
pool.
Santa Ana, right?
Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
Santa Ana.
Yeah, they played there, and they're just like, it was a bunch of like whatever bands playing before them, like bands I've never heard of. And I remember like I was just hanging out, and he came up to me. He was just talking to me, like bullshitting with me about his band, blah blah blah. Yeah, so like that I met him a few times. I remember one time, I think it was at the Che Cafe. I think you were there.
Probably for what show?
I think it was at
Retox?
Retox. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen Retox a few times.
Yeah, and I was waiting for the bathroom, and like he comes up and he's like stands next to me, and I think he recognized me. He's like, "Oh, dude, like thanks for coming out again," or whatever. Because I think the Unit B show was like maybe a week or two before that. I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool, dude." Like I'm excited, whatever. The person comes out of the bathroom, and he's like, he kind of like we're both staring at each other, and we're like, he's like, "Are you gonna go?" I'm like, I was like, "No, I'm not in line." Like it was just awkward. I just let him go, even though I had to piss really bad. But yeah, just the few interactions I've had with him, they were always pleasant. But yeah, his projects, man, a lot of them were just growing up. It's like everything 3-1G released, like I would listen to because like I'm like it's gonna be right up my alley.
Yeah.
Very like unconventional music, but each project unique, and but especially like I mean the Locust, like that, it everything in that band is like everything I love about music. You know, there's everything about it, like from every single instrument, synthesizer, drums, like. Gabe being like one of the biggest influences. It probably, I would say, the biggest influence in my drumming.
Yeah, Gabe is a fucking beast, dude.
Yeah, dude.
His precision is insane.
I can watch him play and never be bored. Like just videos of him playing all day, I'd be stoked.
Yeah.
And it was cool that they gave him like the shout out at the end. Like, yeah, man. And that's one thing. Like I was like, man. Cause like I'm not one to like be bummed about like celebrities like dying. Like it might suck, you know, but like Gabe was like one that got me, dude. Like I was super sad, and like I was like, man, I met him like a handful of times, but it's just like it just sucks not knowing that I'm never gonna be able to like listen to like anything new that he's doing. But it's like, you know, it's cool that I have like all his other music to like listen to again. Just like, you know, he'll live on that way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What did you think of it, Birdie?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I myself am a huge Locust fan.
Yeah.
Because I've been listening to them since high school as well. But yeah, like I had no idea that like his dad got murdered on
I didn't
on
know
Halloween. And just his work ethic as far as making music goes, like I really respect that from him. Like I'm like, I like his mentality towards that stuff because it's almost like I can't picture myself not doing that.
Yeah.
That's how he looks at it. He's like, I just want to keep doing it until I just either get bored or I can't, you know? And I don't see myself getting bored, or I don't see myself not being able to do this anytime soon. So I'll just keep going. And I like his mentality towards the random shit that his fans or whatever are like, why'd he do that? You know, doing the whole Uncle Grandpa cartoon and getting on Jerry Springer. And he's just like, if he asks me, I'll do it, you know?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but it's like, nobody really does that as far as being in that genre of music or in that certain scene of music, you know? Because I look up to those guys, the Locust guys, a lot because it mentions in the documentary, like, when they came around, people were, like, not being nice to them.
Yeah, dude.
Because people would be like, you guys aren't even dressed like punks, you know? You guys have weird haircuts. Like, you guys look like mods. You guys look like I could run into you, like, at a fucking Barnes & Noble or something, you know?
Shit thrown at them, too.
Yeah, and it's just like it sucks because you could tell, like, they were like, we don't give a fuck about how we dress, dude. Like, listen to our shit. Like, watch us get on stage and we're going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
And they would prove them wrong. It's like, as soon as they started playing, like, those fucking guys would swallow the words and they would just be like, oh, fuck, this is fucking brutal, you know? Which actually, like, inspired me to, like, stop dressing punk in high school, you know? Because when I was in high school, I used to always have, like a vest or, like, a bondage belt or, you know, like, fucked up shoes for, like, on purpose, you know? Or a cut sleeve shirt. But I remember hearing about those guys and seeing their pictures, and I was like, these guys dress like normal dudes that you'd run into like at the library or something.
They look like they listen to the Strokes or something.
Yeah, you know, and they're over here playing this fucking heavy ass fast shit.
Yeah.
And then other bands did that too, like Spaz. Like, dude, if you look at pictures of Spaz, they look like dads, even when they weren't dads, you know?
Yeah.
And
they dress like taggers, like skater tagger guys, like they listen to hip hop.
And it's like, I remember seeing that and just being like, man, I'm about to take this uniform off. I'm about to go just shop at Big Lots, you know? That's what I did. Like, I would go to Big Lots and just buy like hoodies and shirts, and I'd get my mom to buy me like just like a raggedy pair of jeans, like, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys are super inspirational to me, especially like Justin's like Because I remember like when I first started being like in bands in high school, like I used to be like, oh, I wish I could sound like that guy from the Locust, and like I would try to mimic it, but I can never do it just because I mean,
Yeah.
we're different people. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I remember like when I was younger, like those guys were very inspirational. So it's really cool to see that he's like where he's at right now, and you know.
He has like a million bands.
Yeah, he never gets bored of anything he does, you know, and I respect that so much because like it's like a lot of people do, you know, a lot of people will be like in a band for like 20 years and then they'll just get over it. Both he was doing Locust for 20 years and he was still like, I'm having so much fun, you know? And yeah, it's cool. And the fact that that happened like 2 hours away from where I live, it's like that's fucking tight.
Yeah.
You know, like when you would go get tattooed by Juliana and I join you, like I'd be like, oh, I could probably run into Justin Pearson right now.
She would run into him all the time.
Yeah, so I'd be like, oh, that'd be cool, you know. I mean, I wouldn't be like a fucking girl, like a geek about it, you know, like I'm like, oh my god. But I'd probably be like, oh hey dude, like, because I always think about that. I was like, what if I run into someone that I really listen to? I want to approach them really respectful and like shake their hand and be like, hey, I just want to let you know that I appreciate everything you've done. You know, I like everything you've done. It's pretty inspirational. It's nice. It's tight. You know, but I definitely wouldn't be like, give me your number, dude, so we can hang out and shit, you know, be that weirdo like that. But I would definitely want to be like, oh, dude, you're tight.
Have you ever run into somebody like that you're like a huge fan of, and like had a conversation with them?
No, because the only person that I did was Bob from Drop Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into him because I was a Drop Dead like fan, hardcore like Drop Dead fan in high school. I was even like a vegan for like a while in high school.
I was about to say like, hey, were you vegan though?
Yeah. Yeah, because I always had the same Drop Dead shirt on. It's fucking raggedy. It was stinky and shit.
Damn, punk as fuck, dude.
Yeah, and like I remember I met him when they played over here. When they played at the Riff House.
Oh, when that one festival got canceled or something?
Yeah, you remember
I was
that?
there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was at Drop Dead, Ghoul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, Ghoul's sick.
Ghoul sick. Fucking
dude.
dystopia people.
Yeah, and like, I remember seeing him there and he was hanging out outside. And then I remember I came up to him and I was like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? My name's Birdie. And he was like, people call you Birdie? And I was like, well, my real name's Luis. And he was like, well, my name's Bob. And people call me Bob, you know? But he was being really chill. Like he was having a conversation with me. He was talking to me like about like he like mentioned lightning bolt.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm from Rhode Island, man. So like shit gets around fast over there. You know, like those lightning bolt guys, like man, they got popular so fast. Like when we came around, like man, we were already all over the Rhode Island. Like obviously he doesn't talk like that, but yeah, he was like the only guy that I had a full on conversation on. And like I told him like, oh dude, like I love that split you did with like Tragedy, Totalitar. That Totalitar split's fucking sick.
I think I have that one.
That shit's sick.
Yeah, that one's good.
And the split he did was like Look Back and Laugh, and like I was telling him like, dude, I appreciate all that. Like that shit sounds sick. He was being really nice. He wasn't being a dick at all. And like his other two bandmates were like standing behind him, like, and they were being chill, like smoking a cigarette and shit. But but that was the only person. The only person after that I ran into, but I could tell. He was like, don't talk to me, dude, because I'm fucking...
I think I was with you for that one.
I'm fucking famous, dude. Don't talk to me, because then I'm going to get crowded. But he made it super brief. It was Nick Zinner.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
we're outside the 5-star bar.
Yeah, and I saw him, and I was like, dude, I was staring at him the whole time. I was like, oh, dude, I want to say what's up.
I know, I remember you were like, dude, I think that's Nick Zinner.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's him. Yeah. It's like fucking Headwood City. Like, I want to say what's up to that fool.
Yeah.
Me and Hector met him. It was when we the first comeback show for Headwind City.
They played that like weird festival thing, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't really a festival, but yeah. And it was funny because what's the singer of Yeah Yeah Yeahs?
Karen O?
Karen O was like right next to me, and like I was like, dude, she's so short. like I'm a short dude, but she was like super short, and she had like platform shoes, like kind of like.
And she was still short.
And she was still shorter than me.
Oh,
I was like,
shit.
damn, dude. But yeah, like she watched the entire Headwind City show like next to me. That was weird, but there was like no one bugging her. So it was chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that night.
Yeah, because there was a crowd, and I could tell, like, if I would have been like, it's you! Like, a lot of people would have been like, get this fool!
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, there was a lot
I think
of
it's
people
because
there.
I Hate God was playing.
Yeah.
Because we didn't go inside for I Hate God.
And that made me realize I Hate God was a fucking popular ass band.
Yeah.
Because Nick Zenner was there to watch them and shit. Like, but yeah, like he had, like I had come up to him. He let me say something to him. Like I was like, oh hey dude, I just wanted to let you know. Yeah, it's Hit One CD. Like I love that shit. Like I've been listening to your music since I was like a kid. He's like, thank you so much, and then he's fucking rushed out. Yeah, he's
get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, dude. And yeah, and then I actually had like a confrontation with Karen O. Like
Really?
I told you about this on the podcast once when I went to go see AAS at that Just Like Heaven.
Uh-huh.
When they were playing live, she got off the stage and she came up to me with her microphone. Cause that one song that's like I forgot the name of the song, but there's like a part that goes ooh. Ooh. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
No.
Well, it just goes like that, and she was just going to the crowd, giving the mic to people. But she saw me and she was like, "Here you go."
Damn.
Like, yeah, and I was
Did you
like,
freeze or
"Oh,
what?
dude, yeah." No, I totally did the whole. Ooh.
Oh.
I was like, "Woo!" I'm trying to impress her. Like, give me a record, dude. But it was really cool. Like, she was like, she wasn't even like looking. She was looking right at me, and I was like, I was pretty starstruck, dude.
That's tight.
So I'm pretty much cool with the AES. So if you guys want to get to know him, let me know. Like,
Going back to the Drop Dead at the Riff House.
yeah.
So I remember Jose telling me, because ACXDC played that too. I remember Jose telling me that him, Sergio, well, the guys from ACXDC, they took the Drop Dead guys to Del Taco.
Oh, okay.
Because they wanted to eat something, but like, oh, like, what's a vegan spot around here that's really close? Because like, we can't go far. The closest was Del Taco. And I guess they took them and they hated it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, oh, this is garbage. Like, what the fuck is this?
Damn, that's crazy. I wonder what kind of fast food they have over there at Rhode Island.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like-
Yeah, because Del Taco's a California thing, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They're probably used to like eating real food.
Yeah, that too.
What do you mean by that?
Real fake food.
There you go.
Real food.
No, I've had a couple interactions with like people, and it's because of Jose, you know, with ACXDC, like the bands they've been able to play with.
Who have you met anyone that you've been like, oh, dude, I've always wanted to meet that guy or
Chris
that
Dodge.
artist? Chris Dodge?
Chris Dodge, yeah. And he actually came up to me, and it was because of the shirt I was wearing that Eddie had bought me for my birthday.
Oh, okay.
It was a Spaz shirt. It was like, and it was actually the first time Alexis came to see Jose play in his band.
Oh, okay.
And like I was there as like, I guess like to like, so she wouldn't be by herself, you know.
Right.
I wanted to go to the show anyway, but
Yeah.
I remember, so you know, Jose, he like did his mingling like afterwards, so like the venue's empty,
Right.
so we're just chilling, and he was like introducing her to like everybody. So I'm like, now I'm by myself.
Oh, okay.
And I just remember seeing Chris Dodge kind of like pacing, but like looking at me from afar, and I was like, that's weird. But he came up to me, he's like, hey, like I like that shirt, like I've never seen it in black, and I was just like, oh yeah. And he's like, asked me like, where'd you get it? I was like, oh, I don't know, like a friend got it for me for my birthday, and he's like, oh, like, oh, I'm Chris, by the way, and I was like, yeah, I know, like. But yeah, him, and then I remember having a conversation with Andrew Beatty from No Comment and Man is a Bastard.
Oh, I heard he's like a kind of weird dude.
He's a little weird.
Yeah,
he's a little weird. Yeah,
Like he kind of has like weird social skills.
yeah,
Yeah.
But that was because I think you were at the show too when Cave State played.
Oh, and they did a cover. And
Yeah.
that was tight, dude.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
one of the best shows ever because of
Dude, that shit was tight.
That shit was sick.
But yeah, like I talked to him afterwards at that, like because he was hanging out with, what's his name? The drummer of Hoi Polloi. Jay? Is that his name?
Jay, because J-Mo's the guitarist and singer, and then his brother, not J-Mo's brother, but Jay's brother. I always forget his name.
Well, yeah, because like I'm like cool with him, you know. So like they were hanging out, and I went up to say like bye to him, and Andrew was right there. But he was Eric Wood is a little odd too.
Eric Wood.
Man is a Bastard.
Oh,
Bastard
yeah,
Noise.
yeah. I think I was next to you one time at a Bastard Noise show.
That was the first time I saw Locust too, when he would just.
Oh, that was the Locust show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. But yeah, I remember you had like a weird interaction because he kept like.
I was just trying to buy a record.
Yeah,
and
he was like, "Yeah, man, this came on like '88, man. Like it's fucking sick, bro. You gotta."
He was like telling me this crazy story of like of Man is a Bastard and the Locust playing a show in Chicago. I don't even remember the story. But he was like going on, and dude, there was like a line of people
there was,
behind
like,
me.
people like I remember I kept looking back, like people were like, "What?"
Yeah. Because oh, thank you, man. Because I was like the first person in the line. So.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But yeah, those have only been.
yeah.
Like,
That's cool though. I like that. I like that we look up. Well, I wouldn't say look up to people, but I like that we admire people like that are kind of almost easily accessible. You know, they're like they're like these big celebrities where it's like you run into them, they have cameras all over them. It's like, you know, these are people we listened to in high school, and like they're so humble because of the level that they're at, and that they're willing to like, hey, you want a conversation? Like, dude, like I went to fucking Japan and toured. You want to talk about it? You know, like who else is gonna have a conversation with you like that? You know.
I remember trying to have a conversation with Joe D'Annunzio of Infest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I had went up to the Metro in Oakland to see them play with Capitalist Casualties, Pretty Little Flowers, and I forgot who else.
That band's so sick.
PLF?
Yeah. That band's fucking sick.
But Infest had just got back from Texas.
Oh, okay.
And like, where I forgot who I was talking to, but Joe came up to talk to them, and then he just chilled. And like the conversation I was having with the person stopped, and he started talking to somebody else. So it was just me and Joe, and I was just like, "Oh, like how was Texas? Like I heard you guys just got back." He's like, "It was cool." That was it. So like, all right.
Yeah, like I remember I had a weird interaction with Matt Domino. It was like a 1 second thing, but I remember I was like, I think I was in a bad mood that night too, because it was when they played with Chain of Strength.
Oh, the Destroy LA.
Yeah, that poster that we both had.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was like annoyed that night. I think I had gotten in an argument with like my girlfriend at the time or something, and then fucking one of our like an acquaintance of ours was kind of getting on my nerves too that night. Like,
my bad.
I think you know who I'm talking about, but he was always like trying to one up people with their stories. You know?
Oh yeah,
you know
what
what
you're talking about.
My bad. Who was it? What does it rhyme with? What does it rhyme with?
Rhymes with Daddy. Daddy Damk.
Daddy
Jose Lopez?
Daddy Danches. Danches? That's actually a pretty gnarly name. But I remember like I was annoyed, and I remember like I saw like the Infest booth. I was like, oh, I want to go see if they have any Infest LPs that I don't have. And he was like, I remember I grabbed one, and he was like, make sure you wash your hands before you grab another one. And I remember,
I have his back, dude. Because I have a story with one of my records that Birdie touched.
Oh, my bad.
all right. Tell that right now. Go
But
ahead.
I remember I just put it down and I just left. Like I was just like, okay, like, and I just walked over. But go ahead and tell your story.
It's not even that cool, but Birdie came over, and I think you're not a fan of the Ramones, huh? Not like a big fan or anything.
I'm like a fan of their greatest hits.
Damn.
Because that's literally like the first Ramones piece of music that I ever got. My big brother had like a Ramones greatest hit CD, and he was like, I don't like this band, you want it? So that's all I listened to.
Dude, you gotta listen to Brain Dead, dude.
Brain Dead?
The album.
Oh, from the Ramones?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite one.
Oh.
Just listen to the greatest hits. I'm just kidding. No, it just like I think I was trying to like, dude, you gotta listen to the song, because I just thought it was weird, like, because the Ramones, like, I can understand why people don't like it, you know, like they're so big that it's just kind of like.
They're like that big punk band. You know?
Yeah. So, but I was like trying to get Birdie, and I think he was like, "Oh, let me see the record." He left a big ass thumbprint like right in the middle of it. And I was like looking at him like, "What the hell, dude? Are you eating hot Cheetos or what?" He wasn't even eating anything. Like,
I just came over like that.
He had like a swampy hand or something. And, like every time I would play that record, like years later, like I would see that thumbprint. I'm like, "Fucking Birdie, dude."
And I remember asking, I held it, and I remember asking, I was like, "Is this record rare?" And you were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Not anymore.
What album was it?
I don't remember.
I think
which
it
one
was Too Tough to Die or something like that.
I remember, but yeah. So I understand what Matt Domino was going through.
He was like, "I heard about you, motherfucker. You better put some gloves on, you oily fuck."
By the way, I said the wrong album name. It's not Brain Dead. It's Brain Drain.
Brain Drain.
Brain Drain. Yeah, that's the good one.
Yeah, dude. Is there any before we
wrap it up?
Yeah. Is there any like big? I'm gonna stick with punk.
Okay.
Or a subgenre of punk. of a band that is huge, that's just like a big deal, but you don't like?
That I don't like.
Yeah.
Are you speaking in terms of like oh, you
Are
listen to
you
this type
talking
of
about MTV big or like underground big?
Either. I'm just talking about like the pioneers of.
Okay, so
of that.
that's what I was gonna ask. Because like, are you speaking
From
of like
Minor Threat to, like I said, Ramones, Sex Pistols.
Black Flag for me, dude?
Who?
Black Flag. I'm not.
There's like different eras of Black Flag.
I don't.
No, just and
I like maybe a couple songs. But
I agree. I only like the Keith Morris era, the beginning.
okay, what songs are his? Because I don't.
To me, those are like the short, catchy.
Yeah.
Like till this day, dude, I think Keith Morris has the punk voice.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like when I think about punk rock, like.
Because I mean, I do like Circle Jerks, like.
Yeah, like
So
I love
do
his
like
voice.
Keith
But
Morris' voice.
Like I got no values. I don't care. None of them ring a bell. No. Well, that era I like, but the Henry Rollins era, like I never got into it. And I tried, but it was just very basic and.
Maybe I should dive into the Keith Morris stuff, like really pay attention to that, because I do
He
like
didn't
Circle
release
Jerks.
much with him,
No?
but it just I like that. It's just short, catchy, quick.
Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of Black Flag, and like I know it's like one of those things like, but you listen to hardcore, you listen to this, like you should like this band, you know?
I get it, dude.
Yeah, I'm just like, eh. Do you have one?
That's kind of hard. Like just not like the music, right? We're not like hating on them.
Yeah.
Or
You don't gotta say it sucks or just that. I guess that you don't get.
DRI. DRI, I don't understand. Because I remember I had a homie, his name's Nelson. And like I remember I was in a Power Violence band, and I always had like a Power Violence band t-shirt on. I was always listening to Power Violence. And I remember
West Coast Power Violence Birdie?
and I remember like me and him were like always hanging. He was always hanging out around the band. He was always hanging out with us. And then I remember he was like, "Hey, I got an extra ticket to go see DRI in LA. Let's go." And I was like, "Nah, they're whack." And he was like, "Fool, like there would be no Power Violence if it wasn't for DRI. Like this is like the first Power Violence band." And I was like, "Nah, they're whack. Like I don't fucking like, you know, like I don't like it." And he was like, "Fool, you're a poser, dog." Like,
Damn, dude.
that's how he would talk. He'd always
Yeah.
be like, "Fool." Like he'd say that before a sentence. He'd be like, "Fool, like what are you doing, dog?" Like even when he was like not angry, he'd be like, he'd call me and "Fool, what's up?" But yeah, that guy was a trip. But yeah, DRI is one where I'm just like, well, not my slice of cake, you know. But I understand the respect that because they're like an old '80s band, like
Yeah.
punk band. But like, not for me. I don't understand it, but
Yeah.
them and No Effects. Another one where I'm just like I'm not into it.
I don't
But
really
they're
like.
considered like a pioneer of like, I think they're considered like one of the first skate punk bands, aren't they? Like
I don't know.
no,
I never got into them either.
because that's
so-
how I found out about them.
I think most people I know don't even like them though.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met someone that likes No Effects
Yeah.
yeah,
that I know of.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's another one. And Bad Religion. I don't really like Bad Religion.
No, I love Bad Religion.
I don't get it either, dude.
Yeah, like
Bad Religion is. I like the first album, but even that is like.
I also don't consider them a punk band though. In
Yeah,
my
I don't
opinion.
either.
Yeah, I don't consider
Yeah.
them a punk band. I do like them though. I do enjoy it. If any,
Why don't you consider them? A
I
punk
feel
band?
it to me the sound is more along the lines of maybe pop punk, like, but it's more alternative. Like if anything, like the closest thing to punk I would categorize them as either pop punk or alternative punk, if anything.
But what about like the first album?
Yeah, I mean that one. Yeah,
That's like just straight up.
yeah, that one
traditional
just
punk
straight,
rock.
yeah, traditional punk rock. But like the albums that I love, like Stranger Than Fiction or Process of Belief or what's that other one? I can't fucking even remember the name of it, but I do really enjoy those albums. They're very catchy, you know, like, but yeah, I wouldn't consider them like, as far as like sonically like
Yeah.
a punk band.
Yeah, and that's another band that I agree with Birdie. Not my thing. Not a terrible band by any means. I never got into them.
they're good songwriters. You
Yeah.
know, they can write a good song.
And then isn't one of the members like from Minor Threat also?
Oh really?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so. But Yeah.
I hate Six Pistols. I hate that band. Like I legit, like I'm like this band sucks.
Yeah, I never got into them.
Yeah,
Either.
like I was just like.
But I mean, I was never a punk. Like I never was really into punk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I come from new metal, dude.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
To me, that band was Bad Brains.
You don't like Bad Brains?
I never liked Bad Brains.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That one's a little shocking.
Yeah, that's a little gnarly because like I had a lot of people hate on me in high school because I was like I would wear Bad Brains t-shirts sometimes because I thought they were cool, but a lot of people would be like, "That's a poser band. Like that's a fucking that's not a punk band."
I love Bad Brains.
I don't think they're like not posers, but it just to me like the singing was annoying, and no, the music was whatever. Especially once they got to that reggae stuff, I'm like, ooh, it's definitely not my thing.
tight, right?
But yeah, that's another. I was more interested in like their views on things because I think in that aspect they were way ahead of the curve.
Oh, definitely.
Like the whole like a lot of them were like vegan. So yeah, that was tight. But yeah, the music was meh. But
Yeah. That's it.
I was just curious.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just popped in your head?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I was just like, well, classics.
Classics. You know what we never did? We never assigned each other movies.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
I'm glad because I've been watching type movies.
Yeah, movies that I've recommended you a long ass time
Do you guys
ago.
want to do that right now?
Do you have some in mind?
I kind of do.
Wait, I just got
I
stuck.
I forgot to save them, but there was like a few movies where I was like, I should make these guys watch this shit.
Let's just do it next time so we
Okay.
could get it, the
Yeah.
thoughts together.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, well, yeah. What were you going to say?
Nothing.
No, fuck you, homie.
We could assign the movies to each other like throughout the week and then just talk about it in the next episode.
Or how about we do that? We just do one.
Just
One
one
what?
for all of us?
Yeah, like we all watch it.
The same movie?
Yeah. But we just it has to be a movie we never ever seen.
I got a
Aw,
perfect
damn
one.
it.
I got a perfect one. It's a 1990 indie classic. New Line Cinema, Golden Harvest production, directed by Steve Bannon.
La Revancha.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm down. I've never seen it.
Damn. Well, thank you everybody for sticking around.
Oh, so we're not gonna do it then?
Well, what movie?
I don't know. I thought we were all gonna brainstorm right
No, I don't want to brainstorm live.
now. Okay.
Live on the air?
Milady.
If
Well,
you're just
I
now
wanted to
tuning-
mention something.
What's up?
This was from the first topic we talked about as
Okay.
far as Hollywood goes.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering how stuntmen are doing right now, or stunt people.
We're doing good, bruh.
You all right, dude?
Yeah, what's up?
Because something that made me realize it is just that one bridge scene in The Flash. Because I saw you were watching it here in the living room.
Yeah.
But the scene where the guy just jumps out of the truck,
Yeah.
like it's just terrible CGI of a body falling out of a truck.
Yeah.
But I'm like, whatever happened to stunt guys doing shit like that?
We're saving money, dude.
Like, whatever happened to that? Is anybody worried about stunt people right now?
Would they be part of like any type?
Because like even in
I
like
feel like they have their own union as well, don't they?
even like prank movies, you know, like I remember I saw like these terrible CGI for some Will Ferrell movie where he was driving like a motorcycle through a house, and it was all CGI, but it was like, what happened to the stunt people who could do that? Like they could be done with a stunt person.
It's not safe, dude.
So it's like the stuntman genre over?
No, I'm pretty sure there's still
Yeah.
like stunts being performed by actual stuntmen, stunt women, stunt people.
So is it just like the level has gone down, you think?
Probably.
It's not like we're going to throw a house on top of you. It's now we're going to have this kung fu guy kick you in the chest.
It's not all just like people falling down and stuff. Like a stuntman could be like somebody just driving a car, like not
Yeah.
necessarily like in a car crash. So I still think it's more like pretty common.
Yeah.
But I think it's just stuff that we don't notice.
I no, like that's why I'm mentioning it because it's noticeable. Like that bridge scene, I was like, oh my gosh, that CGI was terrible. Why not just throw a person out of a fucking truck?
But then again, it is a spectacle movie,
Yeah.
like a superhero movie. So
It'll look
we have the money.
anticlimactic.
Fucking just
it's like it just takes me out of it. You know, it's like just dump a motherfucker out of a truck. Pay
like
him
not just fucking CGI it. It's CGI everything.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
That's-
Like the new Aquaman that's coming out.
That's like one thing that's ruining movies right now. I feel like
the overabundance of CGI.
the overabundance of CGI and the less usage of stunt people.
Just
Yeah.
anything practical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was our conversation. Thank you guys for sticking around.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Eddie. That's all I gotta say.
Damn.
I'm just kidding, dude. I love you.
No, you don't.
Don't forget your shit next time.
What shit?
For your microphone.
Oh yeah.
And you still have your fake ass hammer on my fridge.
Damn it! You found it.
Where was it?
You
It's on the
fucker.
fridge.
You little rat, dude.
I thought you took it home.
No, it's
Oh,
put it on the fridge.
Is that where I left it? Oh, shit. I must have forgot it. I'll take it today.
Well, I can't leave my shit here. Well, a link for everything.
Halloween's
is in.
coming up, dude.
Hey, can I end it?
Hey, Halloween's coming up. I need that hammer here.
We'll see you guys next time.